He was, however, later needed and summoned back home with an honorable discharge because of the help that needed to be given, he being the oldest, to his mother in a very large family. Dad was a small, very athletic. While in the service, he was a very good boxer and became a Golden Glove boxer. It was said that he could stand flat-footed and do a backflip and hit you 2 or 3 times before you knew what happened. Dad taught us boys how to box. Years later, when the family home evening program first came out, we met together in a large extended Finch family home evening up at Uncle Tommy and Aunt Donna's. We paired up to box. Oh, what a sight. Probably the first boxing match ever to start and close with a song and a prayer. Before Dad enlisted in the military, he met a young lady. That he fell head over heels for. And he asked her to wait for him even though he didn't know her for very long. Well, she must have waited for him. He came back home and sometime later he asked her to marry him. On February 15, 1947, he married Iris Margaret Bigelow, the daughter of Parley Leroy Bigelow and Esther Grace Ray in the Mesa, Arizona temple. Over the years, they would have 9 children, 6 boys and 3 girls. Burl Gilbert Jr., Chip, Denny, Kathy, Bill, Clifford, Wade, Lily, Sean, and Cynthia. In the winter of 1954-55, Dad and Uncle Jim borrowed a .30-40 Craig rifle from someone here in the valley and went elk hunting, way up behind Big Lake. They said the snow was about 1 to 2 feet deep, and they were looking for elk tracks. All they could find were old tracks, so they worked their way around and got over on the north side of Mount Ord. As they cut across the hillside, they saw a set of bear tracks that they followed up to the entrance of the den. The entrance dropped down under a boulder, a huge boulder, then back up to a ledge behind the rock. Dad was packing the rifle, so Jim crawled down the hole with a stick to see where the bear was in the den. Dad took hold of Jim's legs, and when Jim poked him, the bear woofed at him. When he woofed, Dad pulled him out of the hole as fast as he could. Dad said when Jim came out of the hole, the hair was standing on the back of Jim's neck. They tried to smoke the bear out, and there was no luck, and the bear now was very unhappy. They just about gave up on getting that bear, but decided that Dad would go down the hole and let his eyes adjust to the dark. Jim, no doubt, now had Dad's legs. He could tell where the bear was up on the ledge by his huffing and growling. He decided to take a shot, and when he did, he came out of that hole with Jim pulling as fast as he could. The dust boiled out of the cave, and they waited for some time, a long time, before they dared go back and see if the bear was dead. The great elk hunters, or rather, bear hunters, was successful that day. We lived in many homes in this valley growing up. Dad would build a beautiful home and then need to sell it and build another.